Ever seen someone drive with both feet? Or worse, shift into drive before they've fully backed out of a parking spot? I'm Mike Anderson from Garage IQ, and here are 12 things mechanics say you should never do in an automatic car. Stick around for a pro tip from a mechanic. Number 12. Resting your hand on the gear shift. Keeping your hand on the gear shift while driving puts unnecessary pressure on your car's internal transmission components. Most modern automatic transmissions are designed with precision, and any extra force can lead to premature wear over time. The shift lever connects to intricate mechanisms inside the gearbox, and leaning on it can slightly engage components, causing unnecessary friction. It's a small habit that can lead to expensive repairs. Number 11. Driving with both feet. Using one foot for the brake and the other for the accelerator seems like it would give you better control, but in reality, it's a dangerous habit. This technique can lead to accidental brake riding, where you lightly press the brake while accelerating. That constant slight pressure on the brakes creates heat buildup, causing brake pads to wear out much faster than normal. Worse, it can confuse drivers behind you, as your brake lights may stay on even when you're not stopping. The transmission in automatic vehicles is designed for single-foot operation, so keep it simple. Use only your right foot. Number 10. Driving with low fuel levels. Running low on gas isn't just an inconvenience, it's bad for your car. When fuel levels get too low, the fuel pump can start sucking in air along with fuel, which causes it to overheat and wear out faster. But it's not just the pump at risk. Sediments and debris at the bottom of the tank can get pulled into the fuel system, clogging filters and injectors. In automatic cars, low fuel can also disrupt the transmission's hydraulic pressure, leading to poor gear shifts and increased wear. Keeping at least a quarter tank of gas isn't just smart, it helps your car last longer. Number 9. Using neutral to coast downhill. It might seem like a clever way to save fuel, but putting your car in neutral while going downhill is a dangerous and unnecessary habit. First, it reduces your control. In gear, the engine helps regulate speed through engine braking. In neutral, you rely solely on the brakes, which can overheat and fade, making them less effective when you need them most. Second, modern fuel injection systems already cut fuel supply when coasting in gear, so shifting to neutral doesn't actually save gas. Worse, some automatic transmissions rely on fluid pressure from the engine to operate properly, and prolonged neutral coasting can reduce lubrication, leading to long-term damage. It's outdated advice. Coasting in neutral does more harm than good. Number 8. Accelerating before shifting into drive. Revving the engine in neutral before shifting into drive might feel like a way to give your car a boost, but it's one of the quickest ways to damage your transmission. When you rev the engine in neutral, you're building up rotational force without engaging the drivetrain. The moment you shift into drive, all that energy is dumped into the transmission's internal components, causing an instant shock to the system. This sudden jolt can damage clutches, bands, and even the torque converter. Over time, repeated abuse like this can lead to hard shifts, slipping gears, and expensive repairs. Automatic transmissions are designed for smooth, gradual power delivery, so let them do their job and avoid unnecessary strain. Number 7. Engaging neutral at traffic lights. Some drivers believe that shifting to neutral at a red light reduces wear and saves fuel. The reality? It does more harm than good. First, automatic cars are designed to stay in drive while idling. They use minimal fuel when stationary, and the transmission fluid keeps circulating to cool and lubricate components. Constantly shifting between neutral and drive creates unnecessary wear on the transmission's clutch packs and can cause premature failure. More importantly, shifting into neutral reduces your ability to react in an emergency. If you need to move quickly, like avoiding a rear-end collision, you lose precious seconds shifting back into drive. The best thing to do at a stoplight? Keep your foot on the brake and stay in drive. It's safer, smoother, and better for your transmission. Are you guilty of anything on the list so far? Who is the worst driver you know? Compare horror stories in the comments. Number 6. Neglecting the parking brake. Many drivers think that putting the car in park is enough to hold it in place, but that's not how automatic cars are designed to work. The parking gear relies on a small metal component called the parking pal, which locks the car's transmission to prevent movement. However, on inclines or under heavy loads, this tiny part bears the entire weight of the vehicle. Over time, it can weaken or even snap, leading to expensive transmission repairs or worse, a runaway car. Using the parking brake distributes the force across the braking system instead of relying solely on the transmission. It's a simple habit that prevents excessive wear and ensures your car stays put. Whether you're parked on a hill or a flat surface, always engage the parking brake before shifting into park. It's a small step that can save you big money down the road. Number 5. Driving through deep water. Water and automatic cars don't mix, ever. Unlike manual cars, which can sometimes handle minor water exposure, an automatic transmission relies on a pressurized system of hydraulic fluid to operate. If water enters the system, it dilutes the transmission fluid, stripping away its lubricating properties. This can lead to overheating, increased friction, and internal damage that may require a full rebuild or replacement. The real danger is that most automatic cars have vent tubes that allow the transmission to breathe. These vents are necessary to release heat and pressure, but also serve as an entry point for water if the car is submerged too deep. Driving through flooded streets or deep puddles can cause water to get sucked in, leading to immediate transmission failure. And it's not just the transmission at risk. Water can also affect electrical components, including sensors that control shifting. In severe cases, a flooded transmission might not show symptoms right away, but internal corrosion will set in over time, leading to shifting problems, slipping gears, and total failure. If you're faced with deep water, the best decision is to avoid it entirely. No shortcut or rush is worth the risk of a multi-thousand-dollar transmission repair. Number 4. Ignoring transmission warning signs. Your car has a way of telling you when something's wrong, but too many drivers ignore the warning signs until it's too late. Automatic transmissions don't fail suddenly. There are usually small symptoms that indicate something is wearing out. The problem? If you ignore these early warning signs, minor issues can turn into major repairs costing thousands of dollars. One of the biggest red flags is delayed or rough shifting. If you notice a hesitation when switching from park to drive or feel a hard jolt between gears, that's a sign the transmission isn't operating smoothly. You might also hear strange noises like whining, grinding, or buzzing. These could indicate worn-out gears, a failing torque converter, or low transmission fluid. Another common issue is slipping gears, where the car unexpectedly revs up or loses power while driving. This can be due to low fluid levels, worn clutch packs, or internal transmission damage. And speaking of fluid, if you see red or brown fluid leaking under your car, don't ignore it. Transmission fluid is essential for cooling and lubrication. Without it, your transmission will overheat and fail. Number 3. Towing in the wrong gear or without a transmission cooler. Towing is one of the most stressful things you can do to an automatic car, especially if you're not doing it correctly. Unlike manuals, which allow you to manage engine load directly, automatics rely on a complex hydraulic system. If you tow beyond your car's rated capacity or don't prepare your car for the extra strain, you could be looking at overheating, slipping gears, or complete failure. The biggest mistake you can make is towing in overdrive or the wrong gear. Many automatics have an overdrive setting designed for highway cruising, but when towing heavy loads, it can force the transmission to hunt between gears constantly. This increases friction and heat, leading to premature wear. Instead, use a lower gear or a dedicated towing mode if your vehicle has one. It keeps the transmission in a stable gear, reducing strain. Another critical factor is heat management. Automatic transmissions generate a lot of heat under normal conditions, and towing amplifies this significantly. Without proper cooling, transmission fluid can overheat, break down, and lose its ability to lubricate and protect components. If your vehicle isn't equipped with a transmission cooler, you're putting your transmission at serious risk. Many trucks and SUVs come with one, but if you're towing frequently, consider an aftermarket cooler. It's a small investment that can prevent thousands in repairs. Number 2. Shifting into park before a complete stop. Many people make the mistake of shifting into park while the car is still rolling slightly. It might seem harmless, but this is one of the worst things you can do to an automatic car. Inside the car's transmission, the park setting engages a small but crucial component called the parking pole. This metal pin locks into a notched gear to prevent the wheels from moving. However, if the car is still in motion, even slightly, engaging park forces the pole to try and stop a moving gear. This results in grinding, excessive stress, and in some cases, snapping the pole completely. If that happens, your car won't stay in park anymore. It could roll away even when it appears to be locked in place. Repeatedly shifting into park before stopping completely can also cause internal damage beyond just the parking pole. It places stress on the transmission's gears, bands, and even the drive shaft, leading to premature wear. If you develop this habit, you may eventually experience rough shifting, clunking sounds, or a complete transmission failure. To avoid this, always bring your car to a full stop before shifting into park. If you're on an incline, engage the parking brake first to relieve stress on the transmission. It's a simple step that can prevent catastrophic damage down the road. Number 1. Shifting between drive and reverse while moving. Of all the mistakes you can make with an automatic car, this one is by far the worst. Shifting between drive and reverse while the car is still in motion forces the transmission to act as a brake, which it was never designed to do. The result is immediate and severe damage to the transmission's internal components. Here's what happens. When you shift from drive to reverse or vice versa while still rolling, the transmission must abruptly stop the forward momentum and engage the opposite direction. This puts enormous stress on the clutch packs, planetary gears, and torque converter, which are built for smooth, gradual transitions, not sudden reversals. The stress can cause overheating, internal gear stripping, and eventually transmission failure. In severe cases, this habit can even cause your engine to stall. That's because the abrupt shift puts an intense load on the drivetrain, momentarily cutting power as the transmission struggles to catch up. And if you keep doing this over time, you'll notice rough shifts, delayed acceleration, and eventually a transmission that won't engage at all. And now, a pro tip from a mechanic. Buy a manual transmission car. Automatic cars aren't built as strong as manuals. So, if you still have one, be careful how you handle them, so you don't end up scrapping your car after a year. Disagree? Debate me in the comments. If this video taught you how to handle your car properly, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more money-saving automotive knowledge.